Hi, I'm Christan Griego, and recently I asked a question on Facebook, what SE Shires is going to do with the tariffs, because I'm truly curious, and it went a little dark really quick, and I never post about politics or religion, and this is probably the closest I've ever gotten to politics, and I think that we should all take a step back and look at the question. What are we going to do with these tariffs? Are the dealers going to raise the prices immediately? Because the next round of inventory is going to cost more, which makes sense to me. But now we're talking about a price increase that just has to immediately happen. And then are they going to do it across the board, even if it's not made offshore, to all the products? Is this going to be one of those boom, and then the prices never come back down? I'm truly curious, and during COVID, I talked to 4 or 5 business owners on a daily basis to get through that, and through the data, we're able to make better decisions. Someone's doing this on the East Coast, West Coast, all around the world. How we're going to get through this, honestly, together. This idea of competition and us versus them, I think, is antiquated and should go away. I should be able to tag a company and not get somebody try and put their thumb on me and say, you can't do that. You can't. Why not? Why? Is it because of competition? Because nobody's winning in this. Prices are going up, and we need to figure out the best way through this. And I actually think it could help in one way if we start relying on local sources rather than shipping brass across the world. Because if you look at carbon footprint, I've always believed this, that we shouldn't be shipping brass, which is heavy, all around the world. And I think this could work to having local centers that are specialists. And you're starting to see that with like Miles making bells and specializing in bells. He started drawing tubes and other things of that nature. But having specialists, it happens in Europe where there's a bell maker. There's another company that will make tubes and draw tubes and specialize in that. And then all the makers will go to that tube maker rather than having to tool up and make 100% of your instrument. But this idea of competition and us versus them, it's antiquated. And I hope that we can see past that and get to where we're making all of our parts that we can as close to where they're being sold and shipped from, rather than shipping brass all around the world. That's kind of my thought process and what I'm thinking. I got some great feedback there on the blended tariffs idea and how they're going to do that over the next couple of years. And then when the next administration comes in, if it gets rolled back, will the prices come back? I don't think so. I think that's driving prices up, and it's been happening for the last few. And I actually had to get out of sales because I can't handle that aspect of seeing the prices go up so much when I understand brass is more than doubled from 10 years ago. Nickel, it's crazy. And I'm always searching for a better way of getting these sources of materials, but I try and get them as close to where I'm at as possible. So if my brass is shipping in from a neighboring state, that's a lot better than coming from halfway around the world. So this is kind of my intent in manufacturing and looking at these things, and not to kind of poke the bear. I do think that SE Shires is the largest brass manufacturer in the world because there is no Shires. There is no Edwards, if you think of it like this, like Toyota and Lexus. It's just Toyota. Getzen owns Edwards. There is Getzen. There is no Edwards. Eastman owns Shires. There's no Shires. There's only Eastman. And Eastman makes so many instruments, including cellos, including everything, guitars. So you have to think about it as the largest manufacturer in the world now. What are they going to do? It's an honest question, and I hope we can all get past the us versus them. And I'm so tired of that, and that's not my intent with making posts or even doing these videos. It's to see what we can do in manufacturing to improve our processes and get things a little closer to home and where we're shipping from. Hope this makes sense. Have a great day.